Welcome to What the Fit, a podcast about what it means to be fit, whatever the fuck that means. Welcome back, Tarita.
Hi.
I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
I was thinking back. I was like, it's been a while since we caught up. Like, I feel like the last time we were together and connected was like right after I got laid off.
So what was that, 2 years ago?
November of 24.
Oh, wow. Okay, almost.
All right. Yeah. So I've just been like, when I made the transition to video, you know, I was like kind of thinking like, ooh, this will be so fun to like bring on people where they only heard their voices, right? And like now we can like see them. And you had like been on my list. And I was like, I need to catch up with this girl. I need to know what's going on in your life.
I want to know how you've been without having a full-time 9 to 5.
That has been challenging, amazing, freeing, terrifying. It took me a while. I will say, so I was laid off in November of 24, pretty much for like, but it feels like to me from like November to March, I was just like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I want to do. I felt like I was like 18 again and like trying to decide my major. I would think like, you already did this. I already thought that I had that cleared up. You know, I didn't think I was ever going to be in this like state of exploration again. And for a while I thought of it as kind of like negative, like, oh, here I go. I have to do it again. And then that eventually shifted to like, oh wait, I get to do this again. I get to, as a full adult woman with a fully formed brain,
right,
I can be like, what do I want to do?
Exactly. And that state of exploration never goes away.
Right.
It's a constant.
Right. And just being like, I know so much more about myself. I know more of what I like, more of what I don't like. But what was really hard for me was not having my calendar.
Oh, really?
Yes. Because I was a person that my whole life was in my Outlook calendar. My showers, my walks, my workouts, my calls, my social obligations, commitments, everything was in my calendar.
So wait, when you say you didn't have it, like you really want to go back and download it so you could look back on it, or
no, like just that
freedom
like,
of the structure and the routine.
Right. That
I see.
The calendar was dictating how my days went, right? So I never had to go in and say, what do I want to do today? Well, it's already told me.
Oh, wow.
I've already planned out my week in advance. So, I got Pilates on Thursday. Doesn't matter if I feel like going.
So your relationship with time has changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Immensely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, if I don't, everything was just so structured. Like I had to be on the calls. In my mind, like I have to be at the workouts. They're scheduled. I have a trainer at the same time every single week at the same days. I know when I can get my walks. Like everything was like laid out for me, which, there's benefit to that. That's nice. I know.
But it's also limiting because you're limiting to your sovereignty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just like what I like feel like doing. Mm-hmm. So I had like this whole like, kind of big piece of work recently with Tyann around like, what do I feel like doing today?
Yes.
And that was revolutionary for me. And it was hard. It was hard for me to like ask myself what I feel like doing today. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's still a practice for sure. But I would say now, so I started bartending in July, which gave me more structure, a little bit more structure and more routine. But even that, it's like, oh, you could pick up a shift, which could be different than the week before, or, days could, it wasn't even just like so laid out at the time for at least the first couple months when I was bartending. Yeah. But now here we are, almost a year bartending, and I'm finally feeling like, okay, I can have some resemblance of a routine. And because I do, as much as I want to get more in touch with like feeling how I'm feeling versus just like having things scheduled, and I can be robotic, and that means I don't have to check in and I can just like get everything done.
Distract yourself. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. The calendar was a perfect distraction for someone like me. But that like, I still do like routine, and I still do well with some sort of routine, just like who I am. I've learned that too. So there's like this like I can kind of be a little bit more fluid, I guess.
Yeah. I'm the opposite.
What, you don't want routine?
I mean, I don't really need it. I can do without it. I had to learn the muscle to build it because I needed it as a business owner.
Okay.
There were things that just had to get done, but no, I mean, today I didn't get out of bed till 11 and I loved it.
Hell yeah.
But I'll compensate by like working in other places, you know?
Of course. Well, and I think that's like, I don't know, just like this conversation of like, oh, what is like success, or like what is productivity, or like what is getting things done look like? Oh, that you like did everything in like a 9 to 5 work window, that you got up at 8 a.m., that you rose with the sun,
right?
That
based on a male's hormonal clock,
and just like the work schedule, you know, everything is based on that. Yeah. So yeah, it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie. Like it has been really challenging. It has forced me to like confront a lot of identity pieces of myself. Like, who am I if I don't work for corporate?
Oh yeah.
You know, who am I? And like, as part of all this, I kind of was just like, let me just disrupt the whole system. So like how like my workouts and like fitness, like that whole routine has changed for me.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I just totally lost my train of thought, but yeah, I don't know. Challenging. Oh, I've had to like face, the identity piece, like who I am without all those labels that I like had in place for so long. And that's been hard. Like, will people still like me? Do I still have value?
I have a client she's actually going through something similar because she's looking for a new role, and her role is going to end at the end of the year. And she's like, but who am I if I'm not this tech founder? And who am I if I didn't do this in healthcare? It's like, are you willing to find out? That's a part of the discovery process.
Are you willing to find out?
Right?
Yeah.
And I think it's a lot of us being able to stand on your own 2 feet, because you get to define your identity. You get to create it. And what's the point of having an identity if we're judging it based on other people's perceptions?
Literally, that it's not even yours. It's someone else's identity that they're placing on you.
Right? That you're agreeing to. That's why I just think my word for the year is sovereignty. Like, it's not so much of the experiences that are happening to me. It's my perception of them. And where am I buying into fear or doubt or feeling as if I'm not capable when I can make this is such a great opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I can do whatever I want to do.
Whatever you want to do. You use your free will.
I know. I know. And then like, but I guess it's just like a lifetime of conditioning.
Yeah.
That you have to break through.
Exactly.
That says you don't have to have a prescribed path, and you don't have to.
It's conditioning, propaganda, all the things.
How do we break that down? How do you?
I think you're doing it. You're already on the path.
Yeah.
That's it. You're doing it right now.
Yeah.
And I would even argue that, is it hard or is it new?
It's new.
Some things are new and they're uncomfortable, but we just put a hard label.
You're right.
Like, I've done a lot of hard things, right?
Yep.
I don't know if it's that hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's new. It may feel uncomfortable. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I want to throw up, but I've done worse. I've done harder things.
I know. I think about that too. And almost in a way that's like, are you being serious right now? Like, what, you're really worried about this? Or like, you're really worried about what this person thinks of you? Or, you know, you're really questioning who you are when you've like stood up time and time again after getting knocked down by some terrible shit.
Exactly. Right. And when moments like that happen, it's like, oh, I have to go on a walk and remember who I am. I'm forgetting who I am. Right? I'm exactly who I think I am. That girl.
Yes. Yes.
So let me go out here and find her.
Right.
And I'll come back and I'll be ready for this.
Or does walking help you do that?
That, walking, meditating, channeling, doing a lot of things.
What's channeling?
Basically, you get yourself into a trance state so
Okay.
that you can be open to new insights, higher powers.
How do you do that?
Visions. Lots of practice.
Yeah.
Lots of practice.
Is like a technique? A skill, or
There's
is it
a lot
more
of
of
books
like
you
a
can
state?
read about it.
Yeah.
I hired a meditation teacher
Oh,
about a year ago, and then I've been working with an Akashic record reader. They're channeling too, right? So
We love this.
I know. I do too. So it's just a lot of things that I think help keep me in balance, because right now we're definitely in a state, especially in the U.S., where there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of propaganda. They want us to hate each other.
Yeah.
You go on social media and isolate it, all those things. You go on social media, it's just a lot of negativity of what could go wrong. And I think that it makes you constrict and you forget you actually have free will to go and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just so much momentum and action that you can take versus scrolling. Like, let me go out and build connection. Let me go out and take a stand for something. Let me go out and make an impact. Let me go out and make some fucking money so I can go do whatever the hell I want to do. Right. And I don't have to be around for this. You know, whatever. Yeah. You could put your own dream into fruition at any moment.
Yes. It's like, sounds so simple, and it feels in my body so simple when we're talking about it, right? I'm like, well, and anytime you're doubting yourself, just say, I know who I am. Right. I know who I am. Right.
But I think all of us, like, it's not just you doubting yourself. It's like feeling into the energy of like everyone who's ever doubted themselves. It's not just about you. It's you're overcoming we're all connected, right?
Yeah.
So it's the more that you can liberate yourself. It's like you never know who you're inspiring.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Talking about social media, man, that shit's been like heavy on me lately.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you why, but it was yesterday that I was scrolling, maybe just like throughout the day, maybe like my time in between tasks, whenever we do. And I was like looking at people, and I was looking at beautiful women, and I was looking at people, and I hated myself. I was like, God damn it. Like, I don't look like that. Or like, I'm never going to look like that. Or like, God, they're doing this thing. They're living there, whatever. Yeah. But so much so where I'm like, what is going on?
Right.
Because that's not really how not really how I feel about myself. Exactly. And I was like, but so I would be like, I got to get off here. This is not doing anything for me. This is not, what would I do 5 minutes later?
Back on. I had to delete the apps. I was like, oh, this is 2 hours gone by. I could be doing things right now. Yeah.
But and it's like not even what, like, yes. And like, how's this not making me feel good? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at the same thing over and over again. It's not new. The colors are the same. The stop poses are the same. The formatting, everything's the same. Mm-hmm. But we're addicted. We're sucked in. We have brain plasticity that now is just changing to
my thing is I'll fall down the health rabbit hole, and I want to buy $175 olive oil and just take shots every morning, or get creatine, or get seaweed soup, like that's my thing.
No, I'll do that too, where I'll be like, I'm not doing enough. My creatine brand isn't good enough. Wait, now I need creatine with blah, blah, blah.
CoQ10.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Get some glutathione because my gut isn't that great.
Exactly.
And it's like, Tarita, stop.
And oh my God, like, I'm aging, and like, I can't age. I have to have all of these things to make me look like I don't age.
I know. But it's like, wait a minute. I'm already hot. I look, even when I catch myself in that, like, oh, that girl, she should, I'm like, wait a minute, Tarita. I have the body of my dreams already. Yeah. I don't need to do this.
Right.
I'm not there talking.
It's like, I don't need to spend more money on ways to like make me like feel better about myself. No. So you deleted the apps.
I deleted the apps.
How do you feel about that with your business? Because that's where
it's true. Everyone says that, but well, let's be clear. In my business, if I want to, I can create a client now.
Yeah.
I can create a client tomorrow. I don't want to put things in the way of me creating and taking action. Mm-hmm. So have I ever gotten a client off Instagram? No.
Okay.
I actually haven't.
Okay.
Have I gotten a client off LinkedIn? Absolutely.
Okay.
But it wasn't because they came to my profile and they liked things like that. It was because I sent them a message. Mm-hmm. Now someone did email me and was like, hey, I want to talk. But at the end of the day, the 80% of my revenue isn't coming from Instagram and LinkedIn. It's coming from me.
Yeah, you're the connections that you're making, the
connections
people that
I'm making, the
your
people, me
activity
going out
in the
there.
community.
Exactly. Right. I don't want to put anything, like, I am my own source. Mm-hmm. Not Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Did you have any feeling of like, I'm missing something? I'm missing out on something. I'm not going to know about something. I'm not sharing myself.
Honestly, it was really freeing.
I can believe that.
It was really freeing. It's like, I don't want to fucking know about all this stuff. If I need to know, God will send it to me. Spirit will put in a way for me to find it. Like, I don't, because it's like, if I can't figure out what the product is, I'm the product.
Yeah.
And I was just disappearing and being on that thing. Don't get me started on TikTok. I love TikTok. I could spend hours on TikTok.
One of the things I love about myself the most is that I never got on TikTok.
God bless you.
I know.
Bless you.
I know. I don't mean to brag, but.
Now, Instagram is whatever. TikTok is like, you can go in there and get a PhD. And
Yeah,
you
right.
really walk away with some stuff. And
Yeah.
I love it. It was like, oh, wait, I actually have goals I need to do. And let me go out and accomplish this, and then I can do. Because I was in a business accelerator, and it was taking so much of my time and energy that I had to delete the socials.
Right.
Just to lock in.
Get stuff done. Yeah. Do your thing. Yeah.
Like, oh, it's time to lock in.
You know what? This is making me think of this experience that I had lately. So I've been hanging out with someone new, getting to know someone new,
fun.
right? Yes. Very great. Very wonderful. And I know when I'm home by myself and I'm watching TV, I'm also on my phone. And this has been something that's been kind of eating away with for a while. I'm like, why can't I watch a 1 hour television show without looking? I used to be able to. We used to be able to watch TV and we weren't on our phones.
Yeah.
And now I'm on my phone. I'm watching TV. I'm playing solitaire. I'm watching TV, whatever. And it just feels, I'm not even thinking about it. It's just like, that's how it is. When I'm hanging out with this person and we're watching TV and he could be asleep. Okay. He's not interacting with me at all. He's not giving anything. I don't touch my phone. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? I'm like, is it nervous system? Is my nervous system? And I don't even want it. Like, it almost feels repulsive to me. And I'm like, is it because my nervous system is relaxed and my brain wants that like extra thing? Cause it I don't know the neuroscience.
How do you feel about being by yourself?
I don't know. I feel fine about it. But also maybe it's like, do I need that distraction when I'm by myself? But I mean, I spend like intentional time with myself, right? Like, like checking in and what, meditating, walking after, whatever, I'm intentional about my alone time at times. But now that you're saying that, what's going on? But it felt in my body. Do you know what I mean? Like it made me question so much about like what's going on biologically because it felt so different.
Yeah. Well, they are addictive and they do give you a dopamine hit and that you don't necessarily need when you're in partnership with someone.
Right.
So
maybe that's just it.
Yeah. And I think next time you want to reach for it, it could be an opportunity just to take a deep breath and slow down. What the fuck? What am I looking for?
Nothing.
Exactly.
You're not, even if you are looking for anything, you're not going to find it. I'm serious. I feel like we were talking about how nostalgic I am for going to camp. Yeah. And I think that's a big part of it is that not the phones. And you can't and there's not pressure to like show people what you're doing or like, I don't know. I used to be so much more excited about like sharing outfits and like makeup or the coffee I was drinking, the flowers that I'm looking at, and now I'm just like, you've seen it a million times.
I know. It kind of made me a little uncomfortable actually because I had someone message me like, I'm noticing you're sharing so much of yourself and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I've been busy. But then I'll know in my stories and like 500 people have looked at this. And I'm just kind of like, I'm not like, I'm just talking shit, like, no, I don't know.
I know. And then you have the thought
exposed.
I agree. I've felt that a lot with bartending and the podcast. Because at the same time I started bartending as putting the podcast on video. And then suddenly it was like, oh, everyone, you can show up physically and have access to me. You have access to me like through my videos.
For sure.
Like it was,
for sure.
I was feeling really overexposed. I stopped doing Patreon for like 6 months, and Patreon is like the place where I could come and I could be really vulnerable. It's behind a paywall and people are, that are hopefully, just like invested in the community and, have been with me for a while. And I had just like, couldn't bring myself to like share in the vulnerable way that I was sharing before because I felt so exposed. And I just like would have this feeling of like, people know so much about me.
You don't know anything about them.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah. It's a lot of energy.
It is a lot of energy. And I think without the phone, and I've done this before, like not just for like a day, right? Like it'll just be like a day I don't have my phone on me, or like I'm not looking at my phone. I'm not on social media. And the feeling, like, what is it? I really want to try to pinpoint it, because it's not just like peace. It's like unbothered. It's like there's like this chitter chatter that's there when you're on it that's gone. But it's not necessarily peace, because like there can be other stuff going on. But it's like, I don't know. It feels like a freedom. It feels like an old feeling that we used to have.
For sure. I worry. Like, I just think, okay, how am I being programmed?
Exactly.
What ads are they sending me?
No, exactly.
What subconscious messages are they sending me? Like, I want to be aware, awake, and empowered.
Yes.
So.
I agree.
Yeah.
I was listening to this Huberman Lab podcast recently, and it was talking about how social media is literally making it more difficult for us to fall in love, to experience like the feelings of falling in love, like what is required to like get to that point with someone where you're like, okay, I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to do this. You know, they talk about like what it takes to fall in love, right? Like a shared emotional experience. That's why going to the movies is like such a great first date, because you have, you know, you're sitting here, you're sharing this like emotional experience, you walk away. And that because of like all of like the dopamine and all of everything that's going on with social media, that like our brains are like learning to like prioritize that kind of hit from a screen versus what we get when we're interacting. I'm kind of thinking of like, you know, when you eat like a bunch of like sugary or processed or like whatever kind of food, and if you go to eat something healthy, you're like, oh, that's bland, that doesn't taste that good.
Right.
You know, because we're like getting saturated with.
So then you want people to entertain you on the dates and like
right,
be this or that versus
yeah. They
really
were the guest was saying like that they recommend like any time before you go on a date or you're gonna like go connect with someone new, that like no social media like an hour before, and that you just like get out in nature, and it will like prime your brain more for connection.
Okay.
I know, it makes sense, right? Like it makes sense. But yeah, I did this whole solo podcast episode just around like how social media is literally changing our brains. And we talk about like this younger generation, oh, no one's having sex, no one's going out, people are, you know,
socially awkward, and they just, it's a lot.
And it's like, well, yeah, that's because of the phones.
It is.
It's like very plain and simple when you think about it. But yeah, I don't know if there's an answer, but so you don't ever get on social media at all right now?
I deleted it off my phone. If I need to see it, I'll log in on my laptop. Okay. But
how long has this been?
It's been about 5 months.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But I
went to
India for a month, and I didn't really use social media as much there.
Yeah.
And their whole point was that they wanted you to be bored. Because when you're bored, you build new neural pathways in your brain and things like that. So I just laid on the beach and had people take care of me, and I was really bored. And it was nice.
So talk about your India trip. That's so interesting. You went to India for a month.
So I
went business.
It was mostly leisure. I went to an Ayurvedic spa, like clinic situation, where basically you got 3 meals a day. You woke up in the morning, you did yoga, you saw a doctor every day.
You went to camp.
I went to camp.
You went to camp.
You saw a doctor every day.
A doctor every day. What's the doctor doing?
Ayurveda is a lifestyle way of eating.
Yeah.
So you want to eat in harmony with your body, and there's things that your body can have, and there's things that your body can't have. So it's based on different doshas.
Okay, but is it individual for each person? Like your body can have some things my body can't?
Exactly. So they basically read your tongue, they check your pulse, and then they can tell you the type of treatments you should have. Just
by those two simple things?
Yeah, they're pretty skilled, right?
That's incredible.
And they're MDs. But they basically talk you through foods that you should have, and then they put you through different types of services. So each day I got like a medicated massage from your head to your toe, right? And then they would do something called Shirodhara, where they would drip hot oil on my head and like get you into a meditative state. Other people had migraines.
Okay.
So they would do things for them.
Yeah.
Some people had insomnia and couldn't sleep at night. I didn't suffer from that.
Right.
So they would have different services. But it was fantastic.
For a month?
For a month.
You were there for a month?
Yeah. I have never felt so nurtured and cared for. I mean,
you're like a baby.
Chrissy, yes.
You're
I was
going
to say that.
Yeah.
They took your clothes off. They put your clothes on.
How did that feel?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was there any resistance? Or?
I don't have resistance around things like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't care about like the nudity or like the viewing, but I would feel like I can do it.
I was there, so I didn't have to.
Okay.
I'm
so you went in with
into
it.
being taken care of. Like it's like, are you okay, ma'am? Do you need anything, ma'am? Do you want some water, ma'am? Even I was there for my birthday. They took leaves out of the forest and like covered my bedroom with it and flowers and stuff, and said it was such a treat. Like every day was a treat. So no, I was leaning into
You're good.
This and more.
This and more.
This or something greater. That's what I was trying to get. It's like, I want to go back to being in the womb when all my needs were met.
Oh my God, of course. Of course. Yeah, hearing you say that though, I feel some discomfort coming up. Like that would be, I have a lot, which I'm, aware of, and we'll do what we need to do around receiving and around like being taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure many women do,
of
right?
Course,
I'm not alone in this. Because
they're teaching us the exact opposite. Well, I'm doing I'm trying to give more. I've done a lot of work on how much more can I receive?
Yeah.
And what does that look like in my day to day?
Yep.
Because I feel like for me personally, I do a lot of good in the world.
Yes.
So I want to use the collective energy to help heal the collective, which means I got to be open to more.
I remember that you told me something when I got laid off. I'm trying to think of the exact word. You were like, let the universe show up for you.
Yeah, you only need to do your 10%.
Yeah.
And the universe will do the rest.
10%. Is that the number?
Just do your 10%.
Okay. 10% seems so low.
That's all you have to do.
Less. Just
less.
Just
do 10%.
So what else would you do besides being taken care of all day?
Lay on the beach.
Lay on the beach.
Eat fruit.
Okay.
Meet other people. Go for a walk.
Yeah.
I slept a lot.
Yeah.
I took a lot of naps.
You read books?
Yeah, they had some books there. Library. I read a book.
Okay.
They had a book on past life regression, which I think I told you about the ones I did. So that was fascinating to read and re-listen to mine.
Is it more of like physical versus like, are you meeting with anyone to talk? It's just no. The purpose is like to be taken care of. Yes. To receive.
Yeah. And then you could go to lectures and they basically talk about food anatomy and things like that if you wanted to.
It's so fun. You could go learn things.
You can go learn. Yeah. And they talk about
and take notes in a book.
You don't really need to work out that much. You can just go for a walk. You want to lower your sugar intake, stuff like that. They say you want to go to bed at the same time every day. And eat at the same time every day. So your body knows when it's going to have energy.
Okay.
It's like, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm doing at all.
Me neither. I'm still trying to integrate a lot of it. I had to go twice. I'm going to try to go every year.
Okay.
But yeah. And then you did Panchakarma where they basically gave you terbs so you can kind of release everything. And get rid of all your toxins and inflammation, which that was gnarly.
Yes, I'm sure.
Intense.
How did you get rid of the toxins?
Well, you technically it should be coming out the basement.
Okay.
Yes. The herbs they gave me didn't sit well with me, so mine came out the attic.
Oh boy.
And then it was like, there's still more in there, so I had to take medicated ghee for 3 days. It was, oh God, it's just, they basically tell you if you feel as if ghee is coming out of your eyes, your skin, and your nails.
Like ghee isn't like clear, like butter, like.
Yes, it's medicated butter. And they give you 30 milliliters, then you get 60, then you get 90 each day. And if you feel it's coming out of your pores, you're doing it right. I felt so nauseous for 3 days. It was horrible. And then the ghee, it like did nothing for me. It just pretty much primed me more. I had to take like 2 ghee enemas, huge ghee enemas. But by the time it was over, when I released, I was fucking floating.
Yeah. You were cleaned out.
Everything was shining. Oh my God. It was fantastic. It's like, wow, this is empty.
Something that I've been like struggling with lately. So with bartending happening, where I'm going from like a seated job, right? I'm seated for the majority of the day, and I would get like, couple walks in the day and then, an hour workout, right? Whereas now it's like my job is physical. So I am on my feet, I am moving, I'm bending over, I am lifting, I am twisting, I am, doing all that for 6-7 hours. And so what I was finding was like, I couldn't maintain
the workout schedule because you're working out.
Right. Exactly. And so I haven't like formally gone into the gym for a workout in 6 months. Mm-hmm. Like lifted like a dumbbell, right? I started recently doing some kettlebell stuff and I've always like, I can never stop walking. That's just like part of like who I am. And doing steps, hiking, whatever. But I have this like guilt, right? That I'm like, I'm not strength training. I'm not building muscle. I'm going to lose all my muscle as I age. I already know as a woman that's going to go down. Like, I'm not supporting my metabolic function. You know, I'm having like all of this internal chatter about what I'm not doing enough of. And then I hear you say, well, they say you just need to walk.
You don't. I think, you know, if it's being marketed towards you, you probably don't need it. They're marketing gyms to us because they want to make money.
Yeah.
When people, you know how to take care of yourself.
Right.
You know what you need.
Yeah.
You're doing a very active job as it is right now.
I have functional strength,
You have
right?
functional strength. Your body weight. I'm sure you're carrying boxes and stuff and
yeah.
moving things.
High life cases up from a basement.
There you go. That's weight training.
Right. But I'm like, okay, what am I doing that? Maybe like a couple times a week versus like
you don't
3
need
sets
to do it
of
every
10.
day, right? That's the thing I realized. You don't. It's when we kind of start to meet our body where our body is, you start to see what your body actually needs. Kind of going back to your identity thing.
Yeah.
It's like what we think, who we think we are, and what we've been told that we need isn't actually what we need.
Right.
You know.
I've been feeling this, which I think is kind of what spurred my like self-hatred when it came to Instagram. Of like, I'm feeling like a little like disconnected to my body. I think that is what it is. And like, I have like an idea of what it should be or how it should be performing or what it should be doing.
Right.
And it's not meeting that expectation that I have for it.
When our job is to just love and support our body.
Exactly.
Kind of like a group project.
It is.
Our body does most of the work and we show up at the last moment and then we get annoyed that we only got a B-.
And we're like critiquing and like judging.
Where the hell you been? You
I know.
Like I've been carrying you through all this stuff. And then it's just like you have a consciousness. Your body has a conscious that wants to expand too.
Yep.
Because everything you've been through, your body was there.
I know.
Right? All the ups, all the downs, all the trauma, all the feedback, all the things. So your body's still processing a lot too.
Yeah. And I think like, you know, I've had decades of punishment, for a lack of a better word. Like, I would push myself to the extremes over and over and over again relentlessly. Like from 18 to 37, I never went more than 1 week without working out. Okay? Like, it was like so regimented, so intense, so like just intense, I guess is just like the word that's coming up. And like during this time when I've like had a break, you know, I'm like, maybe this is just like, it gets a little breather.
Yeah.
It gets a little breather. And like what, you know, but then I get so attached to what it looks like. Right. And I'm like, well, what if I'm not working out, if it's not going to look this way, then what's going to happen? All, you know, all of these things. And so it's been, I've just felt like disconnect to it.
Yeah.
And I have an injury, which is interesting because I feel like now it's like it won't do what I want it to do.
So it needs time to recover.
Probably.
Right. When I have clients that have stuff similar to this, my advice is to do compassionate self-forgivenesses. I forgive myself for judging my body. I forgive myself for buying into the belief that my body needs to look and be a certain way. You know, it's okay to relax.
Yeah.
I can be more loving and gentle with myself. Like, that's the part of the receiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all linked.
Damn, you're right. What's been going on with the business accelerator? No, I'm like, you're right. It's like, and I really want to like give that more thought though, honestly, like not to just like jump to the next thing because it just feels like this is popping out and this will happen. Like my mind will have like be fixated on one like little anxious scenario that's going on in my life. And then that will kind of resolve itself. And so then it has to jump to something else.
Yeah.
And when in doubt, it loves to go to the body. Right. It's its favorite place to be.
Yeah. Right. And you get to just say, well, mine, if you and my body were on the same page, how would you talk to it? What would that be like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, but let's talk about your work now. What's going on with your work? What have you been doing?
So this business accelerator I just graduated from, it was Goldman Sachs.
How long?
Small businesses. 4 months.
4 months.
1 to 2 days a week.
Okay.
Full days, 8:30 to 5:30. 1 hour at lunch, 2 15-minute breaks. Which that's a lot for me.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I get up at 6 a.m., 6:30, and I don't start the day until 10 because I like to putz around my house. I like to lay on my EMF Matt.
I love to dilly-dally.
I like to I need a long runway to take off.
That's how I feel.
So I think you were talking, I can't remember, to maybe Tony, and you're talking about like 8:30. It was 8:30. I'm like, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
I know how you feel.
Right.
Like, they want you to be on.
Yes.
Like, I'm here, and there's a lot of fluorescent lights.
How do they expect that of us?
Right.
I went through Queen City Game Changers recently.
Oh, nice.
Yes, which was amazing. But of course, you have the days where you're in an office.
Yeah. It's a long day.
It's a long day. And I'm like, what you give people like one cup of coffee. They like wake up in the morning and they immediately have to get ready. They have to put on clothes they don't like,
right, and
show up to a place that they don't want to be. And then they're like supposed to receive it. Like, and I'm not talking about Queen City Game Changers. I'm mostly talking about offices.
Yes.
Like not. Yeah. Let me be clear. I wanted to be there.
It's a great program.
No, for sure. I wanted to be
there,
but I was feeling that way because I was in these office buildings observing the other people that are about their workday.
Right.
Women got like bags of shit they have to carry all day long, gallon water bottles, lunch bags, like
and
different
I want to be clear,
shoes.
we're talking from a very privileged position.
Yes. No, for sure.
And I lived a corporate life and I was like, I can't
but it just like gets me thinking of like, oh my gosh, like that is really asking a lot of people. Mm-hmm. No wonder everyone's tired.
Yeah.
It's not just because like you stayed up late. It's like
it's
a deep level of tired.
It's a lot, right? It's kind of make you think, all right, Emma Greedy, we kind of do want to work from home a little bit.
I know. Anyway, so you had this, so 1 to 2 times a week, you said 4 months.
Yeah, 1 and 2 times a week, 4 months. And they basically, you kind of get like a mini accelerated MBA.
Okay.
So you learn all the basics from profit and loss to finances to marketing to operations, which I've had my business for 9 years. Mm-hmm. So it's one thing to get an MBA and then go into business. It's something totally different to start a business and then get the education on the back end.
Yeah.
So some of the things were really interesting. It's like, oh, I could tighten up here. Other things was like, oh, I kind of got that already.
Yeah.
I don't really need to do it. But it was great. It was a really good learning opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Have you made any changes to your business and how you work? Are you? Yeah.
So it definitely allowed me to be more creative. I'm definitely much more aware of my numbers now. I hired a money coach.
Oh, what's a money coach?
She basically teaches me about how to manage all my money because I'm great at making it. And then it's like, what do I do with it now? Like, other than buy stuff?
Spend it. That's what I would do.
Right? What do you do with it? It's like, oh, I'm learning how to budget. I'm learning how to save. I'm learning how to long-term invest. And
so like a financial advisor, but...
Well, in my mind, I feel like financial advisors are just kind of telling you what to do. She's talking me through, like, what are your plans and how do you feel about those? And how much would that take? And where's this going to go? And I meet with her 2 hours a week.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know a financial advisor that's meeting you that often.
Oh my gosh, 2 hours a week, yeah.
And when we first started, we would have these 2-hour sessions, and Chrissy had to be so tired that I would have to go take a nap after.
Of course, yeah.
Because I was just, neuroplasticity. I didn't have it.
No, I know.
And now I'm like, let's go, because money can be such a heady topic for people to talk. It brings up so much stuff.
I mean, when you just said the word budget, my butthole tightened, Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, I don't want that word.
I know. And now I'm like, I love a budget. I have never thought that I would.
Right. I'm sure.
In the past, Excel files would give me like hives.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, oh, I got to go get into this Excel file and look at these numbers right quick.
Right.
This is how. And it's really shifted the program, some of the work I'm doing has really shifted how I see myself.
Yeah.
Because I want to be a woman who, if people need money, not just anybody. Like,
no,
don't
of
get
course.
me wrong.
Yeah.
But, I was talking to one of my friends the other day. She runs a really big nonprofit. And apparently a law just passed in Kentucky that you cannot if you're a university, you can't donate money to DEI programs. And they have this big luncheon coming up. It was $10K. And their sponsor backed out. Mm-hmm. And it was like, Tarita, you could be a person who could give that money. And
you know that because you have a view of where your finances are, what's available to you, what you have planned for this. Like,
right. And it's like, and I can make more. Yeah. And I'm open to receiving more so that I can give more. Like, I have more capacity.
Listening to you talk and hearing like everything that you put into practice and like the devotion and care you have for yourself is like what it comes through as. Like, I get devotion, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's like beautiful. It's amazing. It's inspiring. It makes me feel like, okay, I want to do these things, right? Like I see you doing, and I'm sure that's how you impact a lot of other people and a lot of other women. And I also think like, is there any place where you feel where you're not hitting the mark in your life? Is there any place where you feel like, oh, because like I think like, oh, I could be doing better at money. I could be doing better at social media. I could be doing better at loving my body, you know? And maybe this is me just coming from this place of like, what could I be better at? When you're not there, because you're like, I'm already doing everything.
I definitely don't want to give the impression I don't struggle.
No,
I don't have my own hardships.
Of course.
My goal is that I always want to come back to having unconditional love for myself.
Yeah.
And I think the relationship, how I've really changed my relationship with money was a testament to that, because there's just so much. First of all, it's confusing. Yeah. They don't make it. If they wanted us to learn about it, we learned about it in school.
True.
So there were some things I just really had to get really clear about.
Yeah.
And then it was like, well, you know, you could have invested in Amazon. You could have been a millionaire. But it's just like, wait a minute. Let me like, I didn't even have the nervous system for it.
No.
I didn't have the consciousness for it.
No.
It was a really intentional practice of just meeting myself exactly where I was, loving myself exactly how I am, coming into 100% acceptance of myself. And anywhere that there was judgment, I would do self-forgivenesses. Like the person you're seeing here, I made this woman.
Yes, you did.
I worked really fucking hard for her.
Yes.
And it's been a lot of work.
Yes,
you know?
I know.
So
I know.
And I've just come to the realization that I'm a woman. I need a lot of support. And I like having a lot of fucking support. I like it. Like I go to energy. I used to, before that program, I would go to energy work maybe once or twice a month. I'm going every fucking week now. Wow. It's like, this is nice.
What kind of energy work are you doing? What?
I go to Alliance Integrative Medicine in Blue Ash.
Okay.
Not Blue Ash, Kenwood.
Okay. Do they also do, what's it called? Alliance
Integrative Health. Yeah.
Do they do like a wide variety of services?
Yeah.
They do. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I've heard of this. Yeah.
So I go for a 90-minute session where I just bring an eye mask and let them charge me up, and it's fantastic.
Are they just like doing? What are they doing?
She's literally channeling energy from the earth through her body into mine.
You're just getting charged.
I'm just getting charged, and I need it. I need it. I hired a meditation teacher, so I'm learning how to read photos. Like you can read someone's energy through their picture. That's been gnarly. That has been gnarly. I had a last year.
Is it helpful when you do virtual? Is that like or is this just like a?
I think with prospective clients it's helpful, but it's also helpful for me to kind of see people I'm working with and how they change. Do they look like they're more in their body? Do they have a longer gaze? If you have a longer gaze, it essentially means that when someone's taking a picture of you and you look at their photo, it looks like they're looking right at you.
A longer gaze.
Long gaze
okay.
versus a short gaze where, you know, their eyes aren't really there. They don't feel present. They're thinking about the past. They're worried about the future. You know, you can tell if someone's actually in their body. Yeah.
And I never thought, I wouldn't know to think of like a long or short, but you can tell where I sometimes feel like people like stop. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm losing you there, right? Like it's just like stop.
They have blinders.
And there's other people where like I had this experience with someone at the bar, right? He like smiled and he smiled with his whole fucking face. And I was having a bad night and I would like come pop around and just be like, let me get a smile out of him because like it was like, you know, and I wasn't close to this person, like, you know, kind of a friend of a friend sort of thing. But like, I was like, oh, this is a person that is just like,
it's true.
You know,
and you can tell whose smiles are performative. Like, are they secretive? Are they open? Do they have ill intent? Like, you can pick that.
Yeah. And a lot of stuff is probably happening so much behind the scenes where we're like not even conscious that we're deciphering it.
Tuning into it. For sure.
But
so
you can read the photo.
Yeah, I love
it. Do they tell you like is it technical? Like, are they doing technical thing or is it more of like a feeling thing? Like you're looking for this specific.
Honestly, it's a mix of both.
Yeah,
it's a mix of both. Like one woman, we were going through their picture, and she something I would have never paid attention to. She said, "Look how thick her neck is." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Her neck is just as if she's carrying the world on her shoulders. Everything is hard, and she's really trying hard." And I was like, "I know her. She does.
Yeah,
she does. She thinks about everything. She wants to be perfect.
Yeah,
you can see it.
Yeah."
And it's like her gaze is long, her energy's so sweet, but she overworks and she's over responsible.
That's so
like,
cool.
Oh, okay. So how do we shift that? That's what I'm asking now. Okay, so how do I help them just shift that?
Right. So it's almost like another tool in your your
exactly.
toolbox.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So I can I meet someone before I meet them.
Yeah.
Or I'll look at their photos and then I'll meet them in person and I'll try to gauge, okay, is that who I thought they were?
Yeah. And are you looking at photos like they sent you, or is it like what's
some on the internet?
Yeah, some on the internet. Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, of course, every person in the world is like, what does my photo look like? Everyone who's listening is like, do I have a long gaze? Do I have a short gaze?
But I basically did it because I had a falling out with a friend who I had been friends with for 20 years.
Oh, shit.
And I found this woman online, my meditation teacher, and I sent her the pictures of us. And I said, we had a falling out. I didn't give her details. I didn't say anything about it. And I said, what can you tell me about myself and about this woman? And she essentially said, if you didn't see that you all had issues, it was because you weren't paying attention.
Wow.
And when she said that, I was like, what? But looking back, she was absolutely right.
Yeah.
Because there were things that I had noticed that I just overlooked, or I was like, that can't be that. And it definitely was. And it definitely gave me a new level of presence, of groundedness, that my own behavior has changed in relationship with other people. And it's like, how do you really just meet people where they are? We had a phone call and she said, you need to lower your standards, your expectations and standards of people.
How did that feel to hear?
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was really, because who wants to hear that? Who wants to hear that? And she also said, you have a lot of intensity and you need to do things that are a counterbalance. Like, she was like, if I were you, I would be doing some version of yin yoga or something like that just to kind of take the edge off. And I was like, all right. Well,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Right. There you go. I love that you lean into like all the support that you need. And like that you're like can full on be like, no, I want to have a coach for this. And I feel like I'm similar in that as well. And I think that a lot of people would have a hard time with that, right? Admitting like, hey, I'm someone that does need a lot of support, or like I want a lot of support.
Yeah, I give a lot of support. I need it. I like it, and I can afford it for myself. So I'm sort of like, I tell my clients, especially the ones that want to have kids, it's like, you're the baby you want to have. You really are. You're the baby you want to have. I'm my first client.
Yep.
So I need to know how to support myself so I can help support other people.
Yep. Yeah, that really hit me when you're like, I support a lot of people, so I need a lot of support.
Because people can drain you. And then who wants to be a martyr or a victim of something I've chosen to do?
No, exactly. Damn.
We need more women receiving.
That's
our problem now.
You're right. You're so right. I'm like my mind is going off in like a million miles. Just a lot of like stuff that I've been dealing with lately. So that's good because these conversations always do that.
It's like the world runs on unpaid labor of women. No, we need help.
We do.
And they're trying to convince us we don't. No way.
The mere act of them like trying to convince us should say it all.
There you go. I
have in the last like few months experienced like misogyny like I have never ever, like I didn't even know the feeling. I had not experienced the feeling of someone just blatantly like disregarding your existence.
Yeah.
Or like not having any control or authority in a situation simply because I'm a woman.
Wow.
And that has been such like a tough pill to swallow. I'm angry. And then people are listening are probably like, oh, this is your first time fucking feeling that, whatever. But yes, truly in a way that it would hit me in the face so hard.
Yeah.
We know it exists. There's certain men.
You couldn't overlook it.
Could not. I felt it in my bones of like, oh my God, I exist in a world where simply because I'm a woman, to some people, I am less valuable.
Yeah.
Like, period. Full stop.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're less valuable to them.
Yes, yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Right.
But just that how pervasive it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh wait, this is the patriarchy?
Right.
Like,
and then you add intersectionality on that and all the things and you're like, I don't know if I want to leave my house sometimes. But I think that's the invitation.
Right.
To shine more,
right.
To support yourself more.
Right.
So you can go out and do the things you need to do.
I know. You're right. But yeah, it's funny how you know, read about misogyny and patriarchy and all of this, and you'll have conversations about it, and it's a whole different story when you like full feel it.
Oh yeah.
Full feel. And I think like, okay, I'm grateful to have felt that, because now I know it exists. And like how, you know, my first thought is like, well, what can we do? Which that is probably a long, complicated conversation, but you know, at least I'm like, okay, well, I'm aware, and I don't know if the answer is yet for me personally, what I can do in my control and how I can influence or whatever, but like, okay, it's there now. So, but yeah, Tarita, this is wonderful. I always like love connecting with you. That's when I was telling you, I was like, come on, I'm like, we're not gonna have an agenda, because like we don't need one.
For sure.
We do not need one. Where can people get in touch with you about business stuff? We're not going to tell them to follow you on social media because you're not going to be there. Or, you know, how do you want to, you know, talk about whatever it is you're doing?
I'm getting back into the LinkedIn flow.
LinkedIn.
So that's fun.
Okay.
It's been really fun. But
yeah, connect with her on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Website.
Yeah, I have a website.
Yeah.
And you should check it out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I enjoy you so much.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Chrissy Gurley and at What the Fit Podcast. Full video episodes will be available on Spotify and YouTube, so follow and subscribe. If you're loving What the Fit, please help spread the word. Send it to a friend, share it to your story, and if you're looking for even more exclusive content, become a Patreon member. You can find it at patreon.com/whatthefitpodcast.